April 25, 1977. Collars, Para. Four men headed to Crab Island by boat to collect wood. After the collection, due to the tides, they would need to wait until midnight for the tide to rise again so the boat could navigate. Around 8 p.m., they went to sleep. One of them, Apollinario, woke up at 5 a.m. and promptly attended to Aleriano and Firmino, both complaining of pain. They had second-degree burns. The fourth man, Jose, lying in the hammock, was dead. Apollinario took them to the mainland. The Maranhão police investigated the case but never reached a conclusion. The three survivors never recalled the events of that early morning, even after undergoing regressive hypnosis by Dr. Silvio Lago. The only reference to the cause of the tragedy was attributed to one of the survivors who reportedly told a doctor at the hospital where he was treated that he saw fire, then passed out. The Maranhão Institute of Legal Medicine determined José's death was due to arterial hypertension, leading to a stroke, caused by emotional shock. The injuries to Firmino and Aleriano were confirmed by a medical examination. The Maranhão press quickly reported the tragedy. The Jornal Pequeno on April 29, 1977, reported, "Mysterious event on Crab Island." O Estado do Maranhão on May 1, survivors of the Crab Island mystery are unreachable. The same newspaper continued to cover the case in subsequent days. The newspaper O Liberal from Belém, Para, associated the case with strange unidentified flying lights over municipalities in Maranhão. It also noted that television news in the capital, São Luís, was reporting occurrences of strange lights in Cajapio. Furthermore, it tells a detailed story about what happened on the boat, about a bright light that invaded the boat's hold, coming from a bulky and heavy object, contrasting with the known testimonies of the survivors that they remembered nothing of the events of that night. Two hypotheses emerged at the time to explain the case: some type of electrical discharge from an atmospheric phenomenon, such as lightning, advocated by doctors and police, or the deadly action of the flying lights, the famous flying saucers. These events marked the beginning of what would be known as Operation Plate. The Operation Saucer was a military operation conducted by the Brazilian Air Force to investigate claims of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, in the region of the municipality of Collars, in the state of Para, northeastern Brazil, in 1977. These objects caused the population to panic, prompting them to seek help from the army as they were being attacked, forcing them to hide in their homes. Many believed it was a punishment from God, leaving them completely stunned, especially considering the religious nature of the population. Collars is a municipality in the state of Para, located on the coast of Marajo Bay, in the Salgado microregion, in northeastern Brazil. The municipality has about 11,000 inhabitants and covers an area of 613 square kilometers. It was created in 1961, 16 years before the events took place. At the time, several residents of the city sought treatment at hospitals in the region, presenting strange burns which they claimed were caused by lights from the sky, resembling some sort of ray. These incidents became popularly known as Chupa Chupa, causing panic in the region, which also drew the attention of the press. Due to the significant impact, it didn't take long for the Air Force to initiate investigations into the matter, through the Regional Air Command of Belém. The operation began in late 1977, led by Captain Wirange Bolivar Soares Nogueira de Holanda Lima, then commander of Parasar, an elite squadron of the Brazilian Air Force, who named the mission Operation Saucer. With a team of over 20 military personnel, Wirange's work was intense, analyzing UFO waves reported from Baixada Maranhense to the border with the state of Para. They were well equipped for the investigation, armed with binoculars, cameras, and camcorders to observe and record possible sightings. For 4 months, the military remained on the coast of Para. During the day, they interviewed residents who had suffered burns. At night, they took turns monitoring the sky, updating their records. However, the case was closed without a conclusion, and discussion on the matter faded away. What's particularly intriguing about this old case is that in 1997, Captain Wirange decided to speak openly about it, admitting to issues that had not been disclosed before. In an interview with UFO magazine, the colonel revealed that he and his team spotted a UFO during a night watch, shaped like a disc, about 30 centimeters in diameter, in a location called Baía do Sol. Furthermore, Holanda stated that the object had a black posterior and an amber light in its center. As soon as they sighted the flying saucer, a yellow light was emitted towards their group of researchers, who photographed and filmed the action. Holanda reported the incident to his superior at the time, Commander Protégio Lopes de Oliveira, who showed no enthusiasm for the discovery and thus requested the operation to be cancelled. This decision is still heavily questioned by ufologists across the country. However, something even stranger was about to happen. Later that same year, 2 months after his controversial statement, Commander Holanda was found dead in his home. He had hanged himself with the cord of his bathrobe. His sudden death, following a major revelation, led to various theories, such as him being killed for disclosing classified information or him faking his death to change his identity and leave Brazil. None of these theories were ever proven. The material collected in Para began to be released to the public in 2008. The general opinion among researchers in the national ufological community is that the phenomena investigated by Operation Saucer were indeed of extraterrestrial origin. They believe that the burns on the residents were caused by aliens, primarily based on the accounts of those who experienced the strange incidents. However, this version has never been scientifically proven, and these events remain a great mystery. They are just the tip of the iceberg. Even now, 40 years after the conclusion of Operation Saucer, the events remain an unanswered enigma to be unraveled.